What's good, YouTube? My name is Zano TV and I'm back on my gaming channel, Zano Gaming, and today we have a new series on this channel. We have Schedule 1. I'm on a new save game. I did play it when it first came out, but now we jumping into a new one after, watching it, watching people play it a little bit, seeing, different strains and all types of stuff like that. Like, I actually like watching gaming videos, which is why I do gaming videos. But, yeah, so seeing that, I'm kind of excited to jump back in. Now, I'm not gonna do too much talking. I kind of want to get to the point where I previously was, but we're gonna do our best. We're really gonna do our best with this one. So all right, let's do it. So you're a small-time drug dealer from the South, from the dirty South. Let's do it. Let's do it. In a fresh town with no cash, no product, and no contacts. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. So we only know the streets. Okay, we only know the streets. Now I skipped the prologue. With his grandfather and all of that, and we're heading right into town. Only because, I already know how to play the game, so it shouldn't be too hard. I am gonna put my phone on do not disturb so that we can really lock in, and I mean lock in. Okay, so let's create our character. So all right, we're going to do this. We're going to give him a little bit of gut. So the character we creating is Doughboy. Okay, this is going to be the character's name. So we really gotta make him into a Doughboy. All right, so we're gonna give him that Pete cut. Yo, these characters are so chopped. They're so chopped. We gonna do black. Doughboy always agitated, bro. What you want? You see what I'm saying? He like, what you want, bro? We're gonna give him a little stubble. You know what I'm saying? No wrinkles, no freckles. Let me see. Freckles? We're gonna give him light wrinkles, cause he just been grinding. Yeah. Oh no, he on that stud. He got, I forgot what that condition is called. So no, this is crazy right there. All right, so we're just gonna do a light high. He look crazy. Get these. We're gonna make them a little Doughboy. Doughboy looking rough. He looking rough, I'm not gonna lie. Should Doughboy have a... I'm kind of thinking of giving Doughboy a bald deal. Let me see. Oh no, he looks so crazy. A bowl cut. He got the Edgar cut. Afro might be cool. I think we're gonna go Afro for Doughboy. Yeah, we're gonna go Afro. V-neck. We're just gonna give him a plain tee. Let me see. Okay, so yup. Yeah, this colorway is tough. You know, you gotta know about the colorways. Gotta know. Okay. We building a fit right here. We building a fit. See, he can't dress, but it's like you see where I'm going with it. All right, so we're gonna go gray jeans, blue blue shoes. And a black shirt. Should we go black shoes? Black Air Force activity. For sure. I ain't wearing no V-neck. Alright, this is the fit. This is it. This is the YN Doughboy fit. Alright, so this is Doughboy. We're gonna get it. Alright, 70%, 58% grown. Alright, let's access our storage. Shift click. So before we go out there, we're for sure gonna wait for this stuff to grow. So let's fill up our water bucket. And get to work. Alright. 91%, 72%. Nothing but trees out there. We stashed the V. Nothing over here. Alright, we almost done. Ready to clip. Get ready to clip. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so we gonna bag this up, and by the time we done bagging that up, oh, wrong thing. By the time we done bagging this up, then we gonna be able to get the other one. Okay, I remember when I was doing this fast. Okay, but this is just a startup. We gonna get better. I remember they had electric clippers too, so I'm excited to, you know, move up with my equipment. I only got as far as like One warehouse. Oh, we don't even have enough bags. Okay. So we got 10. Then we're gonna get the other 100 and then we're gonna roll out and then that's gonna be it. I forget how you pick up trash. Bow, bow. Come on. Alright. Let's harvest it. So it looked like we got 2 different strains, or that's just the lighting. Okay, let's pick that up. Put that in there. Alright, it's time to go out in the world. Welcome to Highland Point. Open your phone and press tab. I mean, open your phone, press tab and read your messages. Unknown. I've heard you're in some trouble. Best not to talk over the mobile phone. Go and find a payphone. Uncle Nelson. Alright, bet. I think that was his name, if I remember correctly. Don't ever sweat me. Okay, let's do it. Yep, Uncle Nelson. God damn, good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our luck finally ran out. The feds have got me locked up while I wait for a trial. Glad to hear you managed to slip out though. Bruh. He low-key was telling on us at this part. Alright, back before I moved to Serena Flats, I used to live out there in Highland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for someone in your line of work. Uncle Nelson gotta chill. All them calls is recorded, man. Alright, if memory serves, I got some cash stashed out there. It ain't much, but it'll be enough to get you back on your feet, okay? You can find it stashed near the town hall fountain, in the canal, and behind the supermarket. Go grab it and head back to the RV and we'll go from here. Alright, so we gotta make our way to find the money. Now, let me see. Collect the stash near the fountain. Okay, so we just gonna follow the stars. So there's one near the fountain. Should be an event. Yup. Let me how do I open my inventory? Alright, so they said buy a supermarket. It's over here, I'm guessing. Yeah, right there. So we're gonna use this time to. We can't. Is this not the one with the pockets? I guess not. I think it's more like when they searching, you gotta choose which one to hide at the moment. All right, now collect the stash near the canal. Okay. All right, this is the canal, and it should be down below, right there. All right, so he gave us 375. That's not bad. you know, I gotta do my little theatrics with it. Welcome to Highland Point. This is our territory. Don't interfere. TB. Now, I didn't get too far in the story to even know who any of these people are, who TB is, or if it's a gang, or if it's just one person. But we're gonna figure it out. So let's answer the phone. Well, ish. That's not ideal. Okay. There's a powerful cartel in town, the Benzies family. Okay. I figured they'd eventually be a problem, but didn't think they'd find you this quickly. Looks like you're gonna need to find somewhere low-key to stay for a while. Head over to the motel and ask about getting a room. Alright. After that, you'll be needing some new equipment. There's a hardware store just northeast of the motel. Grab a grow tent, soil, and a watering can. Okay. So let's head over to the motel. And I do know there's a curfew. Chop, 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 chop. Just skipping down the street for real, you know. He high, it's okay. All right, let's find the manager and see about a hotel room. Donna, I like the. All right, 75 for the week. Okay. All right, that's good. We got 300 now. So, and here we gonna just set up shop. It's 549. I'm gonna leave my stash here. Now, honestly, I'm gonna just leave all this stuff here. Now, I can't remember if they take cash or card, but we just gonna go over to the hardware store. Make sure to watch out from the cops. All right. At least they didn't close. So we're gonna need one grow tent. We're gonna need a bag of soil. And we're gonna need a watering can. We already have a watering can, so I don't know why they're telling us we need a watering can. Yep, so we need to go to the ATM. All right, let me do that real fast. And I see some new things that weren't in there. So that's interesting. Let's hurry up for he close. Alright. Dan, do not go nowhere. Okay. So we're gonna get a grow tent. Oh. I guess we could do 2 grow tents and 2 soils. Yeah, we just gonna go for it. And then we're gonna get a trash bag, and then we're gonna get a trash grabber. I didn't know you could get toilets or lockers. That's gonna be really helpful at some point. And there's a bed already in there. We also gonna get some baggies, so we're gonna get like 10 bags. And we don't have enough for the packing station. Maybe we just do 1 tent. Cause we're gonna need a packing station at some point. Hey friend, you're new, right? Nice to see a fresh face in town. I'm Dan, I run this here hardware store. What line of work are you in? I work in agriculture. Oh, that's nice. I've always fancied a bit of gardening myself. Here's some speed grow on the house. Welcome to Highland Point. Okay, buddy. Let me leave. Let me leave and go back to the motel and get set up for tomorrow. It still says we have to buy a watering can, which I don't know why we would have to if we already have one, but I'm gonna put it in my inventory and then see if they mark it off. Yup, okay, bet. Place the grow tent and fill it with soil. Okay. So it's curfew. Where we want to put it? I think right here for our first one is good. We're gonna put some soil in there. Let's cut this open. All right. So we're gonna put some of our extra stuff in the in there. So we're gonna pick up this trash. What else? We're gonna need a packing station at some point, so I'm just gonna set that up. And I guess we could take the bags and take this and just pack it all up before we have to call our uncle. So just do this. That way we have it all ready for the next day. And for whatever new stuff we have, we could just add to it. Alright. So we definitely gonna need some more bags at some point. Where did our other 10 go? Am I tripping? I don't think I'm tripping, but it's not there, so alright, we'll leave everything else in here and go find a payphone real quick. Alright, you're almost ready to go, but you're missing one key ingredient, the seeds. You'll need to speak to a supplier and get your hands on some seeds. I've passed your number on to Albert Hoover, so he's gonna be the supplier. Send him a message and request a dead drop. I vouch for you, so you won't have to pay up front. Your order will go on your tab, which you can pay off in the future. Okay, so Albert Hoover just texted us. Let's see what he gotta say. Tab. Alright, our mutual friend has asked me to help you acquire some seeds. Send a message if you like to order some. Alright. So I need to order a dead drop. So how many seeds we want to get? Alright, we only have $49. Oh my god. So we can literally only get, well, actually we can max it out and get 9. I'm gonna get 5. Yeah, I'm gonna get 5 and see if we could sell the other ones. And then okay, so sorry about that, y'all. I'll get it ready in about 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that's about 2 minutes, to be honest. So I wonder if we could start selling right now. I think we'll be able to see. So we got OG Kush 9 bagged up already. So we'll do OG Kush. And we'll list it for sale. I'm gonna up it to 40 just to see. Yeah. Oh, left my door open. Close the curtains. Are we really just gonna wait for real? Alright, it's ready. We're just gonna head to the alleyway behind the grocery store. Make sure no cops is there. Fit looking crazy. In a good way, in the best way possible. You know, we putting it on. It's basic, but if you know how to rock it, you know how to rock it. Alright, they say it's 4 a.m. Well, this is a supermarket. This is not the grocery store. I went to the wrong place. Is this it? Yep, this is it. Alright. So we got our seeds. We're gonna plant them and then we're gonna go to sleep. I see some lights. I'm not gonna go that way. Just gotta get back to the motel. So we got $50 and a bunch of product. Okay, let's open that up. All right, and let's grab our watering can. Right, so now we're all set up. Gonna put that like that. And we're gonna head to sleep. Made $0 today, but it's okay. We're gonna up it. Alright, let's see if our phone, we got any messages. Okay, just from Albert. 40%, 48% grown. Okay, so we already have plant trimmers, so we don't need to do that. And it say buy 10 baggies. So I guess in the meantime, we can, you know, pick up trash, get some money for that. We'll do that for a little bit. Okay, so we got about $35 from picking up a few pieces of trash this morning. Let's check on our plants. It's at 88. So we're gonna deposit this money and go to the hardware store. Let's make sure that's good. I know the bottles are pretty good. The bottles and the cups, I believe, are some of the best things. The bottles and the cans, I mean. And I guess the coffee cups too. But we'll just grab it on the way. Okay, so I'll wait. I'll get a little bit more money. Alright. Alright, $20. So now we have about $100. We might be able to buy another tent. It does say buy 10 bags. So we'll do that. And we only need a couple more dollars and then we'll be able to buy another box and get this started even faster. It's a lot of cigarettes. But we do have some glass stuff in there, so that's cool. We only need a little bit more, so I'm not trying to get rich off picking up the trash. Oh, it's 100. No, yeah, it's 100% full. All right. Now let's deposit that and so we'll be able to get another bag of soil. That's perfect. That's literally perfect. And four more bags. All right, let's do it. We putting everything into our business. All right, we getting some calls. All right, so let's put our second one down and get that set up so that once we harvest the first one, we'll be able to get our second one done. All right, so we have both our pots with some water. With some seeds in it, so we just gonna water them. All right, we're gonna put that back. We're gonna put these back, and then we have some bags. We're gonna leave those trimmers there. It's good. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna pack these up, and we're gonna answer that call for a sale. All right, the main mission wants us to put the stuff in the trash and then grab the trash bag, which we already got. Grab the trash bag. I'm gonna put it in here. Maybe we get some money. Perfect. Perfect. $13. All right. So now we just gonna enter our phone. We getting a couple messages. Yup. 3. We're gonna do the night shift. Okay. We're gonna do 3, so that's 6. Let's remember how much we got, and then that's 7. Cool. And that's gonna be in less than a minute. I'm gonna talk to Donna and give her a free sample. Oh, that's not what I want to do. What you thinking? Okay, bet. So now we got a new customer. Now let's deal with our customers. Oh my god, the cops. No way that just happened. I forget how this whole thing go, but we just gonna stay moving. As best as we can. We're gonna stay super low key. Alright, so they not on us no more. We gotta be a little bit more careful. Just a little bit. We don't gotta be scary about it, but see, I feel like Kyle low-key set us up right there. Alright, let's do this quick. Alright, 150, we could pay our tab off. Let's go talk to Kathy. She want 3. Kathy, I gave it to you for 135, but I need she don't want to hear it. I need 150. Now I know that somebody is willing to pay 150, so we only doing 150. That's it. Oh, you only want 1? All right, 35. That's not bad. All right, let's deposit. Let's because I do eventually want to get a bigger tab, so let's put this in the box. So let's put that aside. Put 100 in there. Okay, 150. All right, bet. And we got 183 left. Just in time for curfew. And we gonna check our messages. I'm gonna answer that call over by the motel. Check on our plants. I think everything is going good. But that is how I'm going to end the first episode. If you like my gaming videos, don't forget to like the video so the algorithm know that a new gamer is in town. So I hope you're having a great day, and I'm out.